Alright, if you're watching this video, the first thing you should do is pause. You're in grade 8, go to page 366 and 367 and read over this assignment. I ask you to do this because, to be quite honest, there's been quite a lot of technical difficulties going on, and I'm going to make this a pretty quick video. So we got Chris and her family. They are trying to figure out which ATV to rent, the Rambler or the Northern. The Rambler costs $55 plus $3 for every hour. The Northern costs $60 and $2 for every hour. So the Rambler costs $55 plus $3 for every hour. And then, what is it called? The Northern costs $60 plus $2 for every hour. Now we can create an easy set of values. So the set of values, this is the simple way it says. 0 hours, $55. 1 hour, $53. This is for the Rambler. So for example, right here, $61 to rent the Rambler for 2 hours. That's $55 plus $2 for, I should say $3 for every hour. And so that equals 61. But this is a smart way to do it. We're going to compare the Rambler and the Northern. There's the initial prices. There's the price per hour. Rambler versus Northern. So we know that the cost, here I'll put it back, cost should equal the rate plus the hourly rate times how many hours. Makes sense. So let's do that. Equals initial cost plus the hourly rate times how many hours? $55, that's right. But when I pull down to try to make these values work, something goes wrong. Well, that's because, look at this, B3, B4, D3. B3 is the rate. B4 is the hourly rate, and D3, right here, is how many hours we're renting it. When we pull down, B3, B4, D3 becomes B4, 5, and D4. Each of these numbers went up by 1. But we don't want all the numbers to go up by 1. We want D4 so that it references, oops, now I made a mistake. We want it to reference the new set of hours, but we always want it to go back to these for the rates. So we have to tell it it's a rate. And we're going to do that by going like this. These dollar signs tell Excel that it is a rate we don't wish to change. Now if I pull that down, the rates are correct. Let's do that again. The rate plus hourly rate times hours. So let's do it for the Northern. Equals the Northern rate plus the hourly rate times the number of hours. Now don't forget, we want to tell the Excel spreadsheet that some of these we want to keep consistent as a rate. There we go, and we pull them down. So now we have $B, $7, $8 for these two. So it always goes back, and then D3, and D3 is going to go up to D4, 5, so it's always going up by the hours. Sure enough, B7, B8 stay the same, but the hours go up. Now, the assignment also asks us to graph. So let's graph this. I'm going to take our information that we want to graph. There we go. Now some generalizations that we can make. We notice that they both go up in price the longer you rent them. But the Northern is more expensive for a shorter amount of time, but if you want to rent it for a long amount of time, it's actually less than the Rambler. So this graph is clearly showing how it starts to cross over. If I want to rent them for 5 hours, well, I might as well go for the Northern. It's the nicer vehicle, but it's the same price. If I want to rent it for a short amount of time, I might just go for the Rambler and save a few bucks. So here's some generalizations we can make. Now, why do we do it this way? Because if the rate per hour goes up, watch these numbers here. Boom, they change, and so do the rates here. So we can start to tinker with the numbers and see how they start to change up over time. So this saves us time when the rates need to change and we need to adjust our numbers and make new generalizations. I hope this helps. Come in for extra help, watch the video again, ask a friend. I'm happy to help you in any way that I can.